No, I would actually like to get your guys' opinions on this. The title. I want to just get your opinion on the title. Why I'm not excited for Rinascita. Is that really a clickbait title? Like, because the entire video is talking about why I'm not excited for Rinascita. Like, I'm looking forward to it, but it's not clickbait. My entire video is like why I'm feeling this particular way. I'm going, and it's not even really an inflammatory title, really. Like, if I had said Rinascita's gonna fucking suck, I'm like, yeah, that would be clickbait. That would be inflammatory, and I would expect a lot of fucking ratios for that. Follow up my opinion on why I'm not excited for. I mean, the I'm here kind of like really explicitly says this is my opinion. This is talking about my personal opinions. If I said why we are not, if I'm like trying to apply my opinion to everyone else, then yeah, that would be weird. But I'm like, I do not think this title is clickbait because the entire video is about why I'm not particularly excited and why I'm feeling this way. And I don't think it's inflammatory either. Putting that aside, I want to address this particular comment here. This comment has 167 likes and a lot of other people really agreeing with them. If it was just the one comment and then nothing else, sure. But this comment got a lot of traction. So I want to address this. I want to first point out that after reading through it, I have responded to it. I said, you didn't even watch the video, did you? That was my response. I want to just read through it, and I want to see if you guys want to agree with this comment or not, but I do want to kind of go into this a little bit. You went into Wuthering Waves with a complete misconception of the setting and are getting upset that your own headcanons aren't met. Interesting. Did I really do that? I do not think so. My conception, my idea of what Wuthering Waves was going to be like would be something more akin to a gritty post-apocalyptic setting where certain characters have to fight against literally world-ending disasters called tacit discords that would kill you at a moment's notice. Did I really just kind of come up with that concept of what this world was going to be about by myself? I don't know. Maybe. Perhaps. Let's have a look. So if I go to the Wuthering Waves official YouTube page here, and I sort by oldest, we see a lot of videos right here. A lot of videos, okay? And I've been following Wuthering Waves since fucking forever. Like literally since this premiere teaser was released. Before we get into the part of like, oh, they changed stuff, let me get there, okay? Because I'm going to go through everything. We have this particular video here where we have Yang Yang running. We have this very particular type of vibe of the way this world is set. Again, it is all dark. It is all a storm. We have these things like protruding out of the ground. All of this here, which is incredibly catastrophic for lack of a better term. So this is how they started out. Okay? That's the kind of thing that we had. That was pre-technical test. I also show this particular one here. This is later on. This was about a year ago. Of these dark shadows, highlights. Again, they're showing off the world here with particular catastrophic explosions around the world. So like the entire world was destroyed. Like I had this entire fucking vibe here. And all these particular vibes of these crystallized figures and crystallized structures coming in. This is the type of vibe. This is the type of visual aesthetic. This is the type of visual aesthetic that we were having, that we expected to get in Wuthering Waves. We have all these here. This is not destroyed, and that's fine. That's not what I'm saying. I didn't expect everything to fucking be destroyed. I'm talking about the visual aesthetic, the way they are going to present these worlds and these locations. They have this visual aesthetic. Going on to the dev talk, this was released 2 years ago about the particular art design. Again, we've got these very black, grey, silver kinds of vibes, literal vibes going on right here. And then when they talk about the visual setting as well, so we're still in the CPT-1 era of things, and they show locations here, like what they want the world to be like, and what their vision for Wuthering Waves is going forward. Like they actually have Black Shores in the background here, all the way in the back. They had Black Shores in the background, and this still remains roughly the same kind of Black Shores that we got in official release. We've got these like dark and dim kind of forests and such, and the way that the nature has clawed back the world after that apocalypse, the post-apocalypse. And these are the types of vibes that we're getting. This type of design aesthetic. So that was before. That was like CBT 1. Closed beta 2, closed CBT 2 gameplay. Just because the story changed doesn't mean Kuro abandoned the story. Yeah, there's a difference between changing the story and changing the world. Do you not understand the difference between those two things? That's two fucking different things. That you can change the story, you can have the same world, but change the story. Just because they change the story doesn't mean they change the world. Why the fuck are people bringing that up? That doesn't make any sense. So we have this here where it does bring in the brighter tone, because people were complaining about it being too dark and too dingy and all sort of thing. So they lightened it up a little bit, and there we go. We have this here. Again, this is the more vibrant area of Jinzhou. I have no issue with this. This still sticks in with the visual aesthetic of everything that we had been shown thus far of this post-apocalyptic world. Post-apocalyptic world. Again here, about, look, that's vibrant, that's lively, still post-apocalyptic in my opinion. The colours, I have no problems with the colours at all. All this here, we have all that. All this vibrant green, no problems. And then this is the entire vibes of what they show about the story, about the way that the things that we can expect this story to be about, that we can expect Wuthering Waves to be about. They continue on through here. They continue on. They basically just give us nothing but stuff like that. It gets a bit brighter when we go to Jinza. Not Jinza, sorry. Jianshin, misspoke. It was a misinput of the mouth. They're still in the middle of the war with the Tacit Discords. Got a bit bright there, but it's still very in line with the visual aesthetic of Wuthering Waves that we have been shown thus far. Brighter, absolutely, but it's still the same visual aesthetic and visual language of what they have explained, of what they have shown us Wuthering Waves to be thus far. This is fine. We've got all these dark tones. Also, I've turned off the music, but we also have the type of music as well that we can expect. This is what they've been doing in the past 9 months. So this is just before they released the CBT2. Okay, this is the new version. What they talk about. So we're going to talk about what the devs are saying that they want the world to be like, and what they want to explain, what they want to show going forward. So I just want to go through this. I can tell the atmosphere has more variety with brighter colors and improved graphics. Fine. No issues. Realistic weather changes, such as floating clouds. Again, they're showing all these different abnormal weather phenomena. This is bright as fuck, right? This is bright as fuck. Do I have a problem with it? No, not at all. Not in the slightest. We also redesigned, so we're talking about redesigned parts of the open world. Dim forest. Made it brighter here. Cool. That's fine. It's been completely redesigned. We had a new gameplay. So talking about the things that they redesigned were like the gameplay aspects and a lot of the other certain things here. But the actual world, they did not change. They did not say that the world that they're going to be going into is in any way, shape, or form different from what they have laid out thus far. Is that excellent? Yes, it is. This is the featured cinematics. This is Saving Light. This is just one of them, but we will continue on that. So this is what they released literally on their announcement trailer for when they announced the launch date of Wuthering Waves. I don't know. Why would I have the impression that this world was supposed to be set in some kind of really gritty, destroyed post-apocalypse? I think I just came out of that with I just think I just pulled that out of my ass. Yep, I came up with on the spot. I had a dream about what I want the ways to be. The devs never said that. The devs never showed it. No. I mean, they did show it in the CPT1, but they changed everything. They rewrote everything. Yeah. And when they announced it, they fucking showed the same damn thing again. I had a dream about it. And then, because it's not like my dream, because it's not like the thing that I thought of in my head, it's a shit game, isn't it? No. They literally fucking showed this shit on their announcement trailer. On their announcement live stream. When they announced when the official release of the game was going to be out for everyone. They showed all this. Yeah, this was in the past. But we're going to go to the part here. We'll got all this here as well. All this shit, all the cool combat. Why would I think that this game was going to be a dark, gritty, combat-focused, post-apocalyptic game? That's so strange. That's so fucking strange. Oh no! That was my misconception of my own personal opinion of what they fucking showed me. This is what they showed me. So if I thought that they were going to give me this because that's what they showed me, and they didn't, and they changed the whole entire fucking vibe of the world itself, that's supposed to be my fault? No. Fuck you. Jinzhou is not dark enough for me? That's not what I said. That's not what I said, though. I said I'm fine with Jinzhou. I said I'm literally fucking fine with Jinzhou. I have no issues with Jinzhou. I have no issues with Huanglong. because that is the tone, and that is the vibe, and that is the aesthetic of everything that they had laid out so far. I'm not even talking about Rinascita right now. The reason why I'm bringing all trailers is because this comment here, which got a lot of traction on my latest video, is saying I went into Wuthering Waves with a complete misconception of the setting, and I'm getting upset about that my own headcanon wasn't met. That's why I'm talking about the old trailers, because that's what they showed us. They showed us this setting. They showed us this gritty post-apocalyptic fighting against monsters type thing. That's all they fucking showed us, really. They had one character teaser here. But this is a character teaser. We're talking about the characters here, not the world. Can you not differentiate the difference between characters and world? Can you not differentiate the difference between world and story? Can you not differentiate the difference between story and lore? These four things are all fucking different. And if you think they're all the same, you're fucking stupid. I'm not saying you think that. I'm just saying if you think that, then you are stupid. About the misconception of the setting. So this is talking about the world. About what the world is supposed to be like. And I went in there thinking this was supposed to be some kind of post-apocalyptic, gritty, somewhat survival-esque type game, right? That was my conception. That was my, my misconception. Because apparently I pulled this out of my fucking ass. I don't fucking know. Like, this is what they showed me. Literally 1 week, whatever it was. What was the date? Yeah, a couple of weeks before the official 1.0 release, and then they give us 1.0 with Jinzhou, and that's fine. I have no issues with Jinzhou. Like, they brightened it up, and that's fine. On top of that, it's not. They did have these brighter areas as well, like the Waking of the World trailer. They showed these areas as well. No issues. I have no issues. This is bright. This is vibrant. No issues with this. This is perfect. I don't mind. I have no issues. If you think I have issues with this, you're wrong. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm talking about the visual aesthetic and the visual language of what was set out or what was presented to us in the Wuthering Waves trailers and everything leading up to that. Because they're saying that I have a complete misconception of the setting of Wuthering Waves. But what about the devs themselves? They showed all this, but what did they say that they had a visual, the idea of their design aesthetic and the types of things that they took as inspiration for the world of Wuthering Waves? The initial concept was inspired by Death Stranding. What was the first idea or concept that sparked the development of Wuthering Waves? The initial concept for our game was inspired by Death Stranding. Our goal was to create a post-apocalyptic world where players can experience the fusion of new and old civilizations. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for Death Stranding. It's actually very similar to the type of trailer we saw with Yang Yang running away. So if you actually look at the trailer as well, this is a lot of the same types of vibes and visual aesthetic, the same types of tones that we had in the trailer for Yang Yang when she was running away. So this was their vision. This was Kuro's vision of what they wanted to bring to the players. Like, they wanted this. Fololo, to your point, yes. It was the initial vision, and a lot of players said they wanted it to be a little bit brighter. And so they brought out these kinds of settings as well. And that's fine. I'm saying, I don't know how many times I have to say this. This is fine for me. I'm not pushing against this at all. I'm saying that this person here is saying that I have a misconception of the setting because that's the setting they fucking showed us. Okay, the setting isn't apocalyptic. Never said it was, I said it post-apocalyptic. We still see some of the effects of the apocalypse which happened ages ago, but humans have rebuilt since then. Yeah, okay. Even Jinzhou showcased extremely advanced technology and just a taste of civilization that exists in the rest of the world. Alright, I do not know how you could look at the Huanglong settlements like Jinzhou, Tiger's Maw, Black Shores and Huangzhen in the CBT, and even their earliest trailers, which are still on their channel by the way, and think most of the world is supposed to be a dark apocalyptic wasteland. Excuse me, how can you look at the areas like in Huanglong such as Jinzhou, Tiger's Maw, Black Shores, Huangzhen and CBT, and even in their earliest trailers, how could you look at those and think the world is supposed to be a dark apocalyptic wasteland? Do we need to look at it again? I mean, we all just fucking saw the trailer, right? We saw Yang Yang running away from literal things bursting out from the ground, and then she's being chased by shit. It's literally here. She's being chased by this fucking frightening thing. Maybe they weren't there when it was announced. I don't fucking know, but they just said that it was never there in the beginning. Guys. How could you look at this and think it was supposed to be some kind of post-apocalyptic, dark, gloomy setting? How could you think that? What's wrong with you? Huh. How could you look at that and think most of the world is supposed to be dark, apocalyptic wasteland? Interesting. I wonder why. That's really strange. Yeah. I think I just pulled it out of my ass. I think I just pulled it out of my fucking ass. Yeah, okay. We told countless times that Jinzhou is a frontier and recently reclaimed land. Okay, I said that as well. And there are areas that are much less affected and even currently untouched by the remnant effects of the elements such as Rinascita. Yeah, okay, whatever. Though it also hints at a mystery as to why Rinascita has refused Black Show's help to contain the effects of the element. There are still destroyed areas in Rinascita. Yeah, but you're not satisfied with those. No, I never said that. Again, if you actually watch my opinion of when we saw all those new areas, I said, I like this. More of this. I like this. I like all these other areas. I was happy with that. But you're not satisfied with those. Where the fuck did you pull that from? I didn't say that. I said I was happy with that. What the fuck are you talking about? In fact, you looked right one and said you don't like it because it's too colourful and you want to avoid it. He's talking about the Nimbus Sanctum here, I think. I was like, yeah. Don't like it. Not for me. I like the other areas though. And I am satisfied with those. That's what I want. I want more of that. And that's fine. Those are ruins and that are overgrown by nature because as has been reiterated numerous times in the story and outside of it, the apocalypse happened ages ago. So, you are one of the worst critics of Wuthering Waves. The game was never meant to be fantasy anime Fallout. You're critiquing based on your own canons. I don't know what the fuck this person is. I mean, what? Your previous critique video had you divide up the map and measure the color. No, that's not what I measured. I measured the size. I've got all these here. I did not measure the color. I said percent of map. How? And then I gave it a color based on the type of area it was. Whether it was a destroyed area, a desolate area, a more area taken over by nature, a more natural area, and an urbanized area. I didn't measure the color. I measured the size of those areas on the map. What the fuck are you talking about? You clearly must have not have been paying too much attention to the video then, were you? Because that's not what I fucking said. And so he says all this. Okay, to repeat, guys, my 3 points that I said in this video of why I wasn't particularly excited for Rinascita is because I felt it was too early. Never fucking addressed that anywhere in this comment. I said that I wanted just a little something more to cap off Jinzhou Huanglong. Never mentioned any of that. Oh yeah, Pentecost. Sorry, yeah. PPTSD, the main thing. So he didn't address me thinking it was early. He didn't address me thinking that I wanted something else to do in Jinzhou first, and they didn't address the whole Pentecost thing. So they didn't address literally fucking anything in this comment here. Anything that were my actually 3 main points in the video. So that's why I responded. You didn't even watch the video, did you? They did not address a single one of my points in the video of why I wasn't particularly excited for Rinascita. And then it said, considering I pointed out that you didn't like the ruins overgrown by pink trees, well, they didn't make the mention of the pink trees. I want to avoid it. Yes, I did watch a video. No, you could easily just scrub through it. You didn't fucking listen because he didn't respond to a single fucking thing. Later on though, when I did call them out for not watching the video, they did actually respond to some of the points. So I think we should get into those. This is him finally responding to the points I actually made in the video, okay? It's too early, it's the next logical step. We stopped Dreamless and Overstacks retreated for now. After that, we made sure Huanglong would be fine, 1.1, and cleared up some of the Rover's history, 1.3. The only question mark is Abby. The conclusion we came to is that they might be a tacit Discord, Echo, or adjacent. The place to go to find out about friendly echoes, tacit Discords in detail is Rinascita. We're absolutely done with, are we absolutely done with Huanglong? Probably not. Just so we're all clear, 1.1 happened roughly about 5 months ago. So the way I felt, again, this we're going into subjective territory right now, just so we're all clear. The way I felt when we were going through there is that the big battle with Dreamless at the end of 1.0, that was like the first big battle to like really get us into the world, right? And then the second area in 1.1 where we got the whole Jue thing there, that was like more like the mid mini battle. If we put this in terms of a movie, you got the first battle where the heroes look really fucking strong, and then you got the mid battle where it seems like they're going to lose, but no, they pull out in the end, but then they're kind of limping on, and then we've got this climax at the very end. I'm like, where is that third act climax? We've got the first act fight, we've got the mid act conflict. What I'm saying is that where is this third act climax? I didn't fucking feel that, and maybe you did, but I'm just saying I personally didn't. So what I was saying is that I was waiting for the final act. Black Shores was the final. Black Shores was a different area though. Black Shores was about the Tethys malfunction to do with Shorekeeper. At least that was my read of it. Shorekeeper is the third act climax. Okay, fine. If you think that's supposed to be the third act climax, I didn't feel it was like that big of a deal. But maybe we'll say it is. The 1.3 happened roughly about 2 or 3 months ago. In that sense, I'm thinking, okay, we're being kept here in this location for a long time. So I was on the assumption that we had something else to do. I want to put forward something that a good friend of mine called Amethyst Abrams, when he watched my video, and he said he put forward this proposal of what could have happened that, and I agree with him, this would have solved my issue. Scar was arrested and was put in prison back in 1.0. And then it was said in 1.1 as well, if I remember correctly, 1.0, I think, yeah, 1.1, where Frolova said that she's going to try and bust out Scar as quickly as possible. What I think they could have done, and I agree with Amethyst completely here, is that there could have been one final patch where we have this particular conflict where Frolova is breaking Scar out of the prison. We have a whole storyline and plot around about that, and we have a battle against Frolova and against Scar, maybe against Scar again, but they escape, and then they escape to Rinascita. That way we could get this final act closure there, and this final act naturally leads on to into Rinascita as well. I mean, if I'd gotten that, I would have no issues about going to Rinascita as well. On the point of loose ends, I do not need every end to be tied up. I just felt, again, let's go back to subjective feelings here, I just felt there wasn't a significant amount of payoff. And if you did feel that way, that's fine. I'm just saying I didn't feel that way. This is the difference. This is the difference. The closure, again, the next point here is about the closure. The closure of the main story of Huanglong and the beginning of our clues that would lead us to Rinascita was in 1.1. Again, 1.1 was about 5 fucking months ago. 1.2 was a break, 1.3 was rover specific, and 1.4 is another break before patch. So the closure of Huanglong was 1.1. Again, 5 months ago. That's why I'm feeling like, oh, okay, so we're in this location for another 5 months. So there must be something more for us to do in this location. That's why they're keeping us here. And so that's why I felt like we were going to continue on later. You know, incessant molding over Penacony is irrelevant. I don't think I was molding. I just said I didn't like Penacony. I thought it was fucking atrocious and I didn't enjoy it. And I'm worried. Why? Okay, so on the point of why didn't I complain months ago is because I was giving them time to cook. Everyone is saying, give them time to cook, let them go, keep give them time. I was giving them time to cook. I was waiting for the payoff. I was giving them time to pay this whole thing up. If I complained months ago, like right after that, everyone would say, oh, it's too quick. Just let them cook. Just wait for 1.2. No. Wait for 1.3. No. Wait for 1.4. Okay, I've waited all these patches now. And then we completely fucking left it. They didn't give us a payoff, and now we're going to a fucking new area. Every arc had their own payoff. Yes, their arc had the payoff. I'm talking about the area right now. The area as a whole. If there was something in 1.4, because 1.4 was mainly a Camellia story quest, if they had something else which was part of the main story quest of have them a Camellia story quest, but also have something separate, part of the main story quest where we had more of a fuller payoff, then I would have been happier. But the thing is, like, after the payoff that you're alluding to here on 1.1, 1. Whatever it is, like after that payoff here, we were still in that location for a very fucking long time. So I was under the impression that we were there, we were still in that location for a reason, that we were waiting for something else to happen in this location. And so I was waiting for it to happen, and it didn't. Main stories, good and bad, share similarities, similar devices, cliches or tropes. Two stories with the same setup can have very different outcomes. True, I agree. And any story that we have very little clue of might be bad or it might be good. True. Yeah. The story could be bad because a team of completely different writers from a completely different studio made a story that was so bad. Yeah, I'm saying that I'm concerned that it might, because I can see how a story that is very focused around this very political issue can get bogged down in the political issue. Okay, you're replying to 30 comments in a desperate bid for people to acknowledge you as correct. No, that's not what's happening. I have never said that I think I'm correct. And if you think I've said that, you're wrong. I've never said that. I've said this is the way I feel. I don't like the way I feel. I feel like I didn't have a payoff. But when people point out like, oh, we had this one here at 1.0 and this 1.1, I get it, and that makes sense, but it's like I still don't feel like, as a whole, for Huanglong as an area as a whole, I don't feel the payoff. And I'm not trying to convince anyone that I'm correct. I've never said that. I'm just saying this is the reason why I feel this way. I've never said since then, this is the reason why, and you should feel this way too. I've never said that. I'm saying I feel this way for these reasons. It's literally why I'm not excited. And I said multiple times in the video, this is my opinion. and I don't like the way I feel about this. I know that they can come back to Huanglong. I know they can come back to Jinzhou, but it's like the same thing. Like, say for example, to use Genshin as the example, because some people have been talking about Genshin in the chat. They have gone back to locations in the past. They have gone back to Mondstadt. They have gone back to Liyue. They have gone back to Inazuma and other areas. They can go back, but before they moved on to another location, they still had something to cap off that location as a whole first. Like, after they capped it off, then they moved swiftly onto the next location. But what happened is, like, to go to your guys' points, is that they capped it off in 1.1, and we were there for another 5 months. So this 5 months here led me to believe there was still more that they wanted us to do in Huanglong. I was like, okay, I'm waiting to see what we have to do now. Psych! Just kidding, let's go to Rinascita. What if they build up in Prologue of 2.0? Perhaps, but the thing is, Gavi, they didn't insinuate anything of that in the live stream. If there was something like that as well, that's fine. That's cool. I wouldn't mind nearly as much, but it's like, from what we've seen and what's been shown to us so far, my concerns are based on what they have shown us. Your solutions are based on things that they have not shown us. And I think me thinking this way based on the evidence of what has been presented to us is a lot more grounded in fact than you coming up with solutions based on things that they haven't shown us. Like, they haven't shown us any of these things. Like, what if they do this? They haven't shown us any inclination that they're going to do that. They haven't shown us any hint that they're going to do that. If they do, cool, great. But they haven't shown us that, so I have no reason to think that they're going to do it. They are going to show that. I'm talking about what they have shown us so far. So you want them to leak everything on live stream? No, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you an idiot? That's not what I'm saying. If they had given us something in the trailer to say, oh, this happened at the end of 1.4, this happened at the end of Huanglong, and this is why we have to go to Rinascita. If they'd done that, yeah. But they didn't do that. What the fuck are you talking about? So there's all this here. And yeah, they are a professional hater of mine, because I've seen this particular person in the comment section of other chats as well. Like, there's this video here by Captain Cabinets about the live stream reaction. I love how Sensei is salty anytime something cheerful is on screen. I want you guys to go back and look at the live stream again. Watch my live stream again. Watch it again. I am positive throughout the majority of the live stream. The only part where you can say I was quote-unquote salty is like during the commercial section. And I was like, I'm waiting for the twist. What I meant by that is like, I'm waiting for the point of this fucking commercial section. I didn't fucking understand it. I was like, what was the point of the commercials? I didn't get it. I'm waiting for the point. What's the point? What's the twist? What is the reason that they're showing this? And I was like, yeah, there's nothing there. There's no twist. Like, all right, cool. And then everything after that, when they showed us the gondola, for example, the bright, vibrant gondola where you're sitting in the boat and you're with your waifu. I was like, that's pretty cool. Flight, that's pretty cool. Changing gender, that's pretty cool. Watch it again. I was positive throughout the majority of it. You were disappointed for the majority of the stream? Or was I really? Try to pull it up, because I have it right here. I was negative for the majority of it. Or was I really? Because I knew for a fact there was going to be some fucking moron in the chat that was going to say something like that. No, I was not negative. I was positive for the majority of it. I was like, yeah, cool. I'm waiting. I'm looking through. I'm on a boat. Yeah. I was like, this is cool. I was happy about this, wasn't I? This is bright. I'm not salty. I'm not negative. Like all this here. I'm like, cool. Oh, interesting. I seem pretty happy right there. Oh, interesting. That's very strange. Very strange. Let's continue on. I'm smiling there. I like this. I love these. That's so negative. I love this. What a very negative fucking statement. I can basically scroll up to any part of this fucking live stream and I'm being positive. I'm smiling there. I'm like, cool. Smiling. Coletta. Sweet, let's go. I was negative? I was so fucking negative, was I? Are you fucking retarded? Watch it again. Watch it again. And here's something I might have been negative about. There were other people in there that were negative, and it wasn't me.
Don't care.
Don't care.
No, that's kind of fun, man.
Yeah. Oh, so Ethan says, oh, that's kind of fun, man. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of fun. Yeah. If you think I was negative throughout the entirety of the fucking stream, you're an idiot. Because I wasn't. My opinion of you being an arrogant clickbaiter and one of Wuthering Waves' worst CCs was formed when your Wuthering Waves critique video came out. If you actually wanted people to use your video as compilation of their criticisms and for crew to pay attention to it, then you wouldn't have acted like an unprofessional twit. That lobotomy insult about Yang Yang's VA cemented the fact that your content is just for people to pat you on the back. Once again, it's here with your calls for people to acknowledge you. Okay. No, I didn't fucking call Yang Yang's VA lobotomized. I said that she made Yang Yang sound lobotomized. The fuck are you talking about? I wasn't criticizing. I said, I'm sure she's a wonderful woman. And she sounds fine when she was in the EN live stream as well. She sounds like a lovely woman. It was a fucking joke about how Yang Yang's voice line reads sounded lobotomized. Not the woman herself. Yang Yang. What? I'm the worst Wuthering Waves content creator. Apparently. So I've been covering Wuthering Waves for fucking months. Like about 7, 8, or even before the release really. I've made so many videos glazing the shit out of Wuthering Waves. So many videos glazing the shit out of Wuthering Waves. But nah, I'm just a hater. I made this video about Honkai Star Sucks, and it's like, because I wanted to make that video about Honkai Star, because I do think it is literally the worst game of my the worst gaming experience I have had in my life, and I've explained why in that video as well. And then I made the video about Wuthering Waves is because, like, I love the game, but there are a lot of things I don't like. I live in Japan. I love Japan, but there's a lot of stuff about Japan that I don't like. There's a lot of stuff about Japan that I fucking hate. So I'm not allowed to hate anything about the thing that I love? Are you fucking retarded? That right there is called toxic positivity. You fucking idiot. Apparently, I'm the worst Wuthering Waves content creator because I made a video being critical about Wuthering Waves in the slightest. And even if you actually watch a lot of that video, I was being really positive as well. I was saying, these designs are amazing. And my criticism about what I hate about it is like, why can't I get it more? Why can't we go back there? Hello? And then there's someone down here as well. Respond to Etherwinter's 3-point send that they took the time to write out their answers to your woes. If you can't, that just means you simply can't, and you know it. Keep in mind, they responded. This thing here was 1 day ago. It's currently 26th of November right now. What happened 1 day ago? I don't know. Maybe it was Christmas. And I didn't want to spend all my fucking day writing out a goddamn essay responding to some goddamn brain-dead fucking moron on Christmas Day. I'd rather spend the day with my family, thank you very fucking much. So I put it off, because I wanted to give them the time that they obviously fucking wanted. So that's why I'm here. I said, I'm doing him more better. I'm streaming tonight and addressing them in stream. This is our stream, by the way, just so we're all clear. Better be good and concise then, because it's not looking good for you overall. No pressure, but what you present will determine how the demographics in your community will perceive you. You think I fucking care? You think I fucking care? You think I fucking care? I know a lot of people in my community do disagree with me. I know a lot of... there's so many comments in here where a lot of people said, oh, I disagree with you. And I was like, that's fine. That's fine. That's literally fine. I do not have any problems with anyone disagreeing with me. Just so we're all clear, because I do actually want to put this fucking matter to rest. I made this video to feel better about the situation. I didn't feel good about it. I didn't feel good about the way I was feeling. I made the video. I put it out. I feel a lot better right now. The reason why I'm not feeling particularly good right now is for a separate issue of that there are people in the comment section, a lot of them, that didn't fucking listen to what I was saying. Clearly. And I'm annoyed with them. Not because they disagree with me, but because they weren't fucking listening. The issue is the comparison of Penacony to Rinascita and a few minor things that I do remember was said. I laid out in the video as well, like I was seeing parallels. I was seeing parallels between the certain story that they were showing in the story cinematic for Wuthering Waves, and I saw parallels between what they showed us and also in Penacony. I'm not saying they're the same. I'm just saying I saw parallels, and I can see how a story that is mainly focused on this political conflict between these two families can get bogged down in a whole fucking shit ton of yap. I'm afraid, or I'm concerned, let's not use the word afraid. I'm concerned that that's what will happen. I wanted to make that video, feel good about myself, feel good about putting the video out there and getting my opinions out there. And I do feel a lot better. I'll be honest, I feel a lot better. Sorry, there's one thing. I'm sorry. No, there's one thing here. How could I think that most of the world is supposed to be a dark, apocalyptic wasteland? Guys, how could I think that? I don't know. Maybe the login screen for one thing. It's a wasteland here. It's dark because it's nighttime. It's also bright as well. So that one's a bit, depending on the time. It's a wasteland here, and it has this really... kind of gritty, serious types of vibes in the fucking OST. Yeah, I'm done with this guy. I've addressed the issue. And they are professional haters of mine because they were also in my responses here about same person, Etherwinter. Needs more apocalyptic vibes. The game never had apocalyptic vibes, even from CBT. Fucking liar. Fucking liar. So I'm going to block them there. And now that I've addressed the issue, I'm going to hide this person from the channel. Because I cannot be bothered to deal with their fucking moronic bullshit anymore. Okay? Are we all good?